How's it going, everyone? Data782 here, back with another installment in the NHL 2021 award nominee teams. Today taking on the 2021 Hart Memorial Trophy nominees that just got released tonight or yesterday, as you'll be watching this video in a little bit of time after I upload it. If you've been following along on the channel, we've already done videos for teams of all of the Masterton nominees, all of the Lady Byng nominees, Selke nominees, and so on. And tonight we come to the Hart Memorial Trophy, the award that is given to the most valuable player to his team during the regular season. And this year, it was Connor McDavid winning the trophy unanimously with 100 first place votes. The first player to do that since Wayne Gretzky in the 81-82 season. Just really crazy to see that. Austin Matthews a pretty unanimous second place, McKinnon a pretty unanimous third place, and after that the voting starts to be a little bit more spread out as it goes down to Sidney Crosby, Marchand, Barkov. But like I said, the award is not necessarily the best player, it is a player that is most valuable to his team. So it is going to be a pretty highly skilled team. I don't think we've seen further than second round with these simulations, so I'm hoping that tonight with Draisaitl, Stone, Rantanen, Huberdeau, all these guys, it's a perfect 18 forward and 3 goaltender team, so we are good to go. Injuries are turned off and all that good stuff. There's a great comment left in the last video from Gen Z McKenzie. Says, when you do this kind of simulation that's one season, you should do it in season mode instead of franchise mode. You know what? That is a fantastic idea. I don't know why I've been doing it in franchise mode and killing myself. All I got to do here is turn injuries off, and then I don't need to turn off waivers and trades and blah, blah, blah. As always, the team is based out of New York. Since that is the location of the NHL headquarters, we're going to be replacing the Ottawa Senators since they are the lowest rated team in the Eastern Conference. New York Hart's 96 overall team. Let's get into the simulation and see how the lines look. So in season mode, there is no line chemistry, there's no coaching or anything like that, so we don't need to worry about chemistry. So usually what I like to do is the top nominees go on the first line, and then the next 3 go on the second line, and so forth. Because there's only 2 defensemen on this entire team, being Adam Fox and Cale Makar, it's a bit more difficult to do that. But I do want to have the first line McDavid, Matthews, McKinnon, second line Crosby, Marchand, and Barkov, for example. So like this. And there we go. So the top 3 nominees on the first line, and then the next 3 forwards on the second line. After that, it gets a bit more complicated because then there's defense that are thrown into the mix, and who goes defense, who goes forward. So I just wanted to do that for the top 6 at the very least, and then kind of on the third line-ish. On defense, like I said, the first pair is Adam Fox and Cale Makar, who both finished 12th and 13th respectively. Then the rest, the second and third pair, goes to forwards. Goaltending, it's Andrei Vasilevskiy starting as he finished 7th in voting. And he'll actually be backed up by Juuse Saros. So although Hellebuyck is technically on the team, he only received 1 5th place vote, while Saros received a 3rd, 2 4th, and 3 5th place votes. So great season for Juuse Saros, and he gets to back up Andrei Vasilevskiy. Special teams and all that stuff is just best lines, not touching it at all. Thankfully, player type doesn't play as much of a role, I don't think. If chemistry doesn't apply in season mode, not sure. I've never actually even been in season mode before now. So this is an extremely overpowered team to say the least, and let's see how they do in a full season sim. Ooh, baby, quite a season for the New York Hearts here, and just gotta say, thanks for the suggestion on saying to go to season mode and not franchise mode. It simulates like a dream. Anyways, the Hart Trophy nominees won the President's Trophy with 122 points, a record of 59, 19, and 4, scoring at will with 4.26 goals per game, almost a whole goal more than the second place Flyers at 3.39, allowing 2.56 per game, which was 3rd best in the NHL. Power play was 29%, which is just shy of 7% better than the team right behind them. And penalty kill at 80%, not ideal. Actually, yeah, 3rd worst in the league at 80%. So that's where this team struggled. As we often say with teams that we see like this in franchise modes or simulations, the bigger they are in terms of rating, the harder they fall. So my hopes aren't necessarily super high for the playoffs, but let's see the point totals. The Hart recipient himself, Connor McDavid, led the team in points with 98 in 82 games. Crosby, Marchand as well, really putting up the numbers, over a point per game for them. Leon Draisaitl, 71. McKinnon, 66, so a bit odd that he is the kind of the odd man out on that first line, I suppose. Same for Matthews, that's true, right? It's Matthews and McKinnon. It's the second line that came through. Patrick Kane, Jonathan Huberdeau, Barkov. Who was least here? So Kaprizov as a defenseman, playing not too many minutes a night, but still plus 21, had 13 points. Mark Stone as a defenseman at 31. Aho as a defenseman at 33. Marner as a defenseman. So still all plus players, though. The worst plus minus was a plus 14 for Patrick Kane. Going to the goaltenders now. Jussi Saros had 16 wins, but Vasilevsky played most of the games, understandably. 43, 13, and 3 was the record. 4 shutouts, 904 save percentage. Not crazy good numbers, but as we always know, Jussi Saros simulates so well. I'm in the middle of doing the roster updates for the next franchise mode. I dropped his points from 85 to 80. He still seems to simulate like a dream, so I don't know how to make him not simulate so well, but great job as the backup. 2.26 goals against average in 24 games played. Regardless, like I said, great regular season, but we're yet to see great playoff dominance, so fingers crossed heading into the postseason. So check this out in the postseason. The New York Hearts sweep through rounds number 1, 2, and 3, going 12-0. They take on the St. Louis Blues, who in their previous 2 rounds had gone to 7 games against the Avalanche and the Hawks. The Cup Finals itself goes to 7 games, but in Game 7, the Blues win it 3-2 and take the Stanley Cup in 7 games. The New York Hearts end up going 15-4, just missing out on that final win. Brad Marchand was point per game with 19 and 19, McDavid 18, Huberdeau 17, and down the list we go. Bit lackluster from a few names I can see as we're going down. Nothing from Kaprizov, -2, unfortunately. Goaltending was pretty solid. Vasilevsky played all the way through. 15, 3, and 1, 915 save percentage, 2.25 goals against average. And of course, we're curious about who won the Hart Trophy here. I forgot to look at who won the Selke in the last simulation, so I apologize for that. We always got to check out who wins it. And in this universe, it was Leon Draisaitl, just not our Draisaitl. The Edmonton Oilers version wins it. And that makes sense since he had 103 points in 82 games. Shout out to Alexander Ovechkin, who had 68 goals here. And both McDavid's were up at 98 and 99. So, all that to say, the New York Hearts, great season, bulldozed their way through all their opponents until they ran into the St. Louis Blues, who took it in 7. A fun little experiment, and they've gone the furthest by far of any of our nominee simulation teams. I still want to do a team of the Norris nominees. I want to combine the Selke and the Norris nominees. So, and even an AHL All-Star team, lots more permutations we can try out. So let me know what you'd like to see down in the comments below. One of these days, we'll have to get a team that wins a Stanley Cup, just not there quite yet. If you enjoyed this little experiment, leave a little thumbs up, and consider subscribing, as we're doing a lot of other experiment-type videos like this, NHL 21 Franchise Mode, NHL 07 Dynasty Mode, MLB The Show 21 Franchise Mode, all that here on YouTube and on the Twitch channel. So make sure you check out the link for that in the description, as well as for the Discord server, where we have a blast 24/7, 7 days a week. So thank you so much for watching. Once again, great experiment. Almost so close to the cup. Just 1 goal away. Not quite there, but we'll get him one day. And I'll see you in the next one.